Hi folks, it's Dr. John here, and it's Monday memes time, and we're going to jump straight into it because there's no time to waste. Because this one, oh, look at that. Imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we all loved and respected each other. Imagine what 7 billion souls could accomplish if we all loved and respected each other. Imagine. Okay? Now, feel into that. I read that, it resonated with me, that's why I'm doing it on this Monday Memes, but I look at the reverse of that, okay? So it's basically, it's a primal call for help, okay? It's a beautiful meme, expressive, full of hope, okay? But it's also a commentary on the current state of the planet, on the current state of humanity, in regards of imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we all loved and respected each other. Imagine. So imagine twice. Okay. So if you reverse that and have a look at it from the other perspective, it means that this is a cry because that's the world that we want to live in. I know I do. I want that for my children. I want that for you and for your children and for future generations. And so imagine what 7 billion people who are actually living heart-centered, heart-led, heart-based life, who are being authentic, who are being real, who are being honest, who are living with respect for themselves and others and with integrity. Imagine a world that embodied that celebrated that. Okay? Now, some might call that heaven, by the way, or whatever it is. But we need to create this heaven on earth, this place. And that's what that's about. Okay? And so that call to arms, so to speak, but it's coming from the heart. It's a call from the heart. Because the reason why the world is in the way that it is at the moment is because people with their head brain and their gut brain, their ego, and driven out of fear, ego and fear, it's a powerful, potent mix of driving not just you off the cliff, but everyone around you, by the way, in your decision making and everything you do. Okay? And so your ego is going to drive in a particular direction, fear is going to drive you in a particular direction. You combine them, look out. And that's why we have the state of the world that it is. Okay? Now, there's a lot of good out there, don't get me wrong. The work that I do when I journey with people, my message about living a heart-based, heart-centered life, it's a world that I'm looking to be a part of, to create, to help transform, to help people on that journey. And so when I see something like this, and it really calls to my soul and who I am, because that's the type of world that I want to be a part of. A world where people love each other, they live with respect, they live with integrity, they live with authority over themselves. Okay? They value themselves, but they value the people around them. They want to see the people around them shine even brighter. It's not all about them, okay? Because they've stepped back and they've done the work. And that's the stuff that I do, and other people like me, okay? Your counsellors, your coaches and others who have spent many, many years and decades to learn this stuff, all of this stuff. Okay, and you gather that knowledge and you gather that wisdom, a lot of it through hurts and pains and being on the journey and absorbing it all and healing and continuing to move forward, because that's what it's all about. And so, like, imagining what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we all loved and respected each other. Imagine your world right now if you actually loved you for you. Like, genuinely, no bullshit. You loved you for you. You could look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I respect you. You're a person with integrity. You treat people well. You treat people with compassion. You treat yourself with compassion. When was the last time you did that? That's what it's about. Everything starts with you. Okay? So taking the time out for yourself is really important on this journey. So we've just started a new year. What are you doing to make the world like this? And I know I'm not alone in this, by the way. There are millions of people like me who are looking, that are journeying, that are hoping, that are believing, that are out there looking to help people on that journey to step up, to step forward, to embrace themselves, to love themselves. And imagine a world where more people were coming together and we all loved and respected each other and lived with integrity. That'd be bloody fantastic. Because don't forget that we are here as holders for future generations. And so what's your legacy in this? And as I say a lot, about to sneeze, if you believe in reincarnation, if you believe you're coming back, if you believe in past lives and future lives and everything else, if you're coming back, you're creating the foundation for your future self. And I've said that before. Okay, so stepping back, if that's your belief, by the way, what are you doing to make the world a better place for you when you're coming back? And if you don't believe in that, and you have a family and you have children, you're going to have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they're part of you and who you are, what type of world do you want for them? What type of people do you want them to be associated with, to be working for, to be working with? I don't want my children to be working for complete narcissistic assholes. I want them to be surrounded by people who are going to see their value and see their worth, who are going to help them, that are going to build them up, that are going to surround them with compassion, who are going to be honest with them as well, by the way. It's not all about rainbows and unicorns. You can have those conversations. Living a heart-led life means that you get to love and respect because you're acting through authenticity and integrity with a base and foundation of compassion. That's what it's about. But when you're living out of ego and fear, the compassion component and your heart component is separate. And so when you align your multiple brains and you're feeling into the space and you're incorporating your heart and compassion and love and respect and care into everything you do and your interactions with people, especially yourself, changes the game, it changes the dynamic. Okay? And so when I coach people, when people do my programs, they go in. And it's not an easy journey, but it's essential, because if you want this world, imagine that world for you and your family and your children and your future self, if you're coming back, you've got to start somewhere. So start today, start now. Like seriously, you can reach out to me or other people that you might be journeying with and be brave. Find that gut brain courage and step forward and say, I'd like your help, John. Dr. John, can I book a session? Or whoever it is that you feel safe with. But you need to start somewhere. Otherwise, this here, imagine 7 billion souls, what 7 billion souls could accomplish if we all loved and respected each other. We wouldn't be imagining it because we'd be living it. So, be part of the solution. Let's start turning our imaginary thoughts and memes and beliefs into concrete action and outcomes, and do it today. So everything you've been putting off for yourself, step into that now. And the things that are blocking you and stopping you, speak to someone to help you get through it and get around it and get over it and heal from it and learn from it and grow from it and move forward. Okay, so let's create the world that we want. So be a part of that. Be a part of that transformation. Because it's really, really important, because you're worthy of nothing less. So, go easy on this Monday. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye, folks.